All right, let's get to our digital dive this hour. A story that's getting a lot of attention on our KARE 11 Facebook page right now. A lot of us wondering the future of George Floyd's memorial in South Minneapolis and what's going to happen with that area. So for nearly 3 weeks, we know that 38th in Chicago has been closed off as people mourn, heal, and pray after the death of George Floyd. Flowers, notes, and murals have been put up, and now there's talk of making this site a permanent memorial. So Hennepin County Commissioner Angela Conley says she thinks in 10 or 15 years from now, quote, people will want to learn the history of what happened here, and we want to be careful to preserve that in every way that we can. Conley says she's in talks with local and state leaders about the memorial becoming a permanent site. Now, some of the ideas include a traffic roundabout, peace garden, or sculpture to honor George Floyd. Now, there were rumors over the weekend that Minneapolis police was going to take down some of those artifacts from that memorial, but MPD did tweet out saying no, they are not going to take any of those items down. But let us know what you think about this area becoming a possible permanent memorial for George Floyd. You can do that by texting us at 763-797-7215, or you can just hop on social media and let us know your thoughts by using the hashtag Sunrisers. But it'll be really interesting to see what happens here. I know there's also a petition that has thousands of signatures going on right now for people to rename Chicago Avenue to George Floyd Avenue as well.
Yeah, there are lots of possibilities. Thanks a lot, Ellery.